Golden State Warriors coach Steve Kerr announced Saturday that Stephen Curry will miss Sunday's preseason game against the Los Angeles Lakers. Kerr says Steph is out tomorrow versus Lakers. Kerr says he's a little banged up, but Warriors aren't worried. Warriors expect him to play Tuesday in Portland, The Athletic's Nick Friedell reported on X. The Warriors will also be without Jimmy Butler, Alabama Horford, and Moses Moody for Sunday's game, according to ESPN's Anthony Slater. Kerr noted that the absences are part of the team's plan to manage minutes for its veteran core as the regular season approaches. Curry, 37, is entering his 17th NBA season and remains the centerpiece of Golden State's championship aspirations. The two-time MVP missed the final 4 games of last year's Western Conference semifinal loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves with a hamstring strain, an injury that effectively ended the Warriors' playoff run. Load management becoming new reality. While Kerr emphasized that Curry's current issue is not serious, Sunday's rest underscores the new reality for one of the NBA's oldest starting lineups. The Warriors went 7-5 in the 12 games Curry missed during the 2024-25 regular season, but his absence in the postseason exposed how dependent they remain on his health and shot creation. Curry has appeared in Golden State's first 2 preseason games, averaging 12.5 points in 15.5 minutes. Kerr and the training staff are expected to monitor his workload closely throughout the year. For Curry, the maintenance approach is simply part of extending his career. In a recent interview with ESPN's Malika Andrews, he reflected on the adjustments that come with age. Acknowledging it is fun because the more I talk about it, the more you appreciate what goes into preparing yourself, Curry said. It does take a little longer to get warmed up for practice, or recovery from a game may take longer. Curry focused on present, not retirement. Despite his age and mounting wear and tear, Curry insists he has no immediate plans to walk away from the game. His focus, he says, is on maximizing the moment. No clue, Curry said when asked about a retirement timeline. I just know it's closer than it was even yesterday. I'm trying not to put any timestamps on anything, other than that there's a sense of urgency in the now. Curry has 1 guaranteed season left on his contract after this year, heightening the Warriors' urgency to contend for another championship while their veteran core, Curry, Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, and Al Horford, remains intact. It's really unique what we've been able to do, and for how long we've been able to do it, Curry told Andrews. We're relying on that expertise and IQ and knowledge now to overcome Father Time. Me, Draymond, obviously being here for as long as we have, and Jimmy joining us last year, I'm excited about it. Balancing health and contention. Golden State surged after acquiring Butler last season, going 23-8 down the stretch to secure a playoff berth. The front office responded this summer by adding depth around the aging stars, aiming to balance long-term durability with championship ambitions. When you go toe-to-toe, top to bottom, we feel like we match up well with anybody, Curry said. We just want to have an opportunity to show that in the playoffs. Curry likened this year's group to the Warriors' 2022 title team, one that blended experience with new energy. The idea of when we won in 22, if you told me in training camp that this was the team that was going to win it all, I would have believed it, Curry said. I think there's a little similarity there, but Jimmy adds another dynamic that we didn't even have back then. So, I'm excited to kind of see it all the way through. For now, that plan begins with keeping their star healthy, even if it means a few nights off in the fall and winter to ensure he's ready for the spring and summer. The Los Angeles Lakers will kick off the regular season on October 21st against the Golden State Warriors. The Lakers are 0-2 in the preseason so far, including a 111-103 loss to the Warriors. LeBron James is yet to appear for Los Angeles, and fans will continue to wait. James will be sidelined for 3 or 4 weeks with nerve issues. He is expected to be back in action by Halloween at the earliest, missing at least 5 games. James is yet to share the floor with Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, or DeAndre Ayton this summer, causing concern about their success to start the season. James has come under fire for his aggressive approach to recovery and load management, but not everyone is sold on it being a bad thing. Charles Barkley has no problem with LeBron James. Most former players and analysts condemn stars for resting during the regular season. However, James will turn 41 years old in December and has more miles on his body than any NBA player ever. It's safe to say that he has an excuse. Besides, it's only the first 5 games of the season. I have no problem with a guy being that old sitting out, declared Charles Barkley on The Rich Eisen show. He's not going to gain anything in the preseason. LeBron has paid his dues way beyond what he's done for the NBA. And the Lakers, they just gotta stay healthy for the playoffs. Doesn't matter what they accomplished during the regular season, or anything like that. The Lakers have very real title hopes, and by rushing James to play a few mostly meaningless games, Los Angeles could cause further damage. James' play, or lack thereof, doesn't really matter until the postseason race heats up. In an ideal world, James would be productive in all 82 games. However, that's an unreasonable expectation for any player, much less the most experienced player of all time. Preseason play doesn't matter for LeBron James. Even the best players in the world use preseason to ramp up and get in playing shape before the season. James, however, is one of the most displaced players of all time and has a personal staff of trainers. Besides, the competition in the preseason is often subpar. LeBron, what is he going to accomplish if he's playing 20 minutes in the preseason? Asked Barkley. First of all, half the guys he plays against ain't going to be in the league in a week and a half. They're going to be working somewhere. So no, there's no need to play at his age. While fans pay good money to see the Lakers play, especially against the Warriors, the purple and gold loyal can all admit that they would rather see James on the court in the postseason than facing off against Stephen Curry in the first of 82 games. The Los Angeles Lakers are reportedly weighing a blockbuster trade proposal that could drastically reshape their roster ahead of the 2025-26 NBA season. With LeBron James' health being carefully managed and uncertainty surrounding his availability for the season opener, the Lakers appear open to bold moves to stay competitive. LeBron James' health concerns and Los Angeles Lakers' cautious approach as the regular season approaches, LeBron James' readiness remains in question. According to his agent, Rich Paul, the Los Angeles Lakers have been advised to take a cautious route to ensure the veteran star is fully healthy for what could be one of the final runs of his storied career. LeBron wants to compete for a championship, Paul told ESPN. He knows the Lakers are building for the future. He understands that, but he values a realistic chance of winning it all. We are very appreciative of the partnership that we've had for 8 years with Jeannie, Bus, and Rob Pelinka, and consider the Lakers as a critical part of his career. H/T Sporting News. James, now entering his 22nd season, is prioritizing longevity and success over rushing back to the court. The Los Angeles Lakers, in turn, are reportedly exploring options to add more star power to their lineup and support their aging superstar. Lakers eye potential moves to strengthen roster. Reports suggest the Los Angeles Lakers are keeping a close watch on the Utah Jazz, particularly regarding 2 of their players, Walker Kessler and Lauri Markkanen. While Kessler's availability remains uncertain, there are whispers that Utah might entertain offers for Markkanen if the right package is presented. It's unclear if Utah will be reasonable in its trade demands for Kessler, but the door appears at least slightly ajar for the Lakers to bring that value back to Los Angeles given the failed extension, wrote Lake Show Life's Max Ogden. The proposed blockbuster trade. Bleacher Reports Andy Bailey proposed a hypothetical trade that has since gained traction among fans and analysts. The deal would send a significant haul from Los Angeles to Utah in exchange for all-star forward Lauri Markkanen, who is currently on a $195 million deal. Proposed trade details. The deal is designed to give the Los Angeles Lakers another elite scorer who can stretch the floor alongside Anthony Davis, potentially forming a dangerous frontcourt duo. Evaluating the trade's impact. While landing Markkanen would instantly improve the Lakers' offensive potential, the price tag is enormous. Losing young contributors like Reeves and Hachimura would strip Los Angeles of much of its depth and chemistry, while Connect's departure would mean sacrificing a promising long-term asset. For Utah, the return is far more appealing. The Jazz would receive multiple first-round picks, a mix of established talent and Connect, who could emerge as a cornerstone for their rebuild. Potential benefits and drawbacks for the Lakers: gain a proven all-star scorer, improve frontcourt shooting and spacing, risk depleting bench depth and future draft assets for the Jazz. acquire young and versatile contributors, stockpile valuable draft capital, strengthen long-term rebuild potential. My 2 cents. Who wins the trade? The proposed trade certainly stirs excitement, but its benefits lean more toward Utah. The Jazz would gain both present and future assets, while the Lakers would risk sacrificing depth and flexibility for a single All-Star addition. As noted by Hunter Cookston, who reported the story, the proposed trade would certainly shake up the NBA, but for the Lakers, it's questionable at best. In this scenario, the clear winner would be the Jazz. Also read, NBA trade rumors. Golden State Warriors potentially eyeing $54 million Washington Wizards forward to bolster squad around Stephen Curry with LeBron James nearing the twilight of his career and Anthony Davis in his prime. The Los Angeles Lakers face a challenging balance between contending now and safeguarding their future. Whether this rumored trade becomes reality remains uncertain, but it underscores the Lakers' growing urgency to win another championship before time runs out.